go, get there.
Why not?
Check, check, 1, 2. We're live.
So, Dad asked us to all write a letter to you. And,
We just went to school.
Well, you know how we did it. We always got someone else to write it for us.
no, see, what had happened was we wrote our letter and we sent it to the brain surgeon for him to review it.
He was the best one in the study group. By the way, when does that due?
This is what we came up with. But I did find in the final review a lot of misspelled words.
Make note of that.
Spell check.
It's called My Mom, the Teacher.
Okay, I'm just going to be the manager over here.
When you're a child, you're constantly learning about your environment. You discover language, how to walk, ride a bike, and fall for the first time. More importantly, you learn how to get back up when you stumble or fail. Oftentimes, you look for the loving touch of your parents, like your mom, when you falter. The warmth of your mom holding you, letting you know it will be all right.
Hold it down in the back. Steve, what are you standing on the dog?
Wilson.
I feel exactly like I felt in school when I was up giving the class presentation.
The warmth of your mom holding you, letting you know it'll be all right, and come on, let's try it again, are words that a child longs to hear. For it is words like these that form the cornerstone for a solid foundation of self-esteem and confidence. Without them, a child is left to wander without that sense of support and direction he or she sorely needs. I suppose that children without that nurturing at home look to their teachers to provide it, and perhaps that's why so many in society today look to teachers to raise the children of the future.
Hear, hear.
Amen.
I was blessed.
Amen.
We were blessed to have the best of both worlds with our mom, the teacher. There's a lot more.
You need to come in? Thank you. Oh, yeah.
She provided my brothers and I with an abundance of warmth and love
Amen.
that helped make us who we are today. So what comes to mind when I think about childhood with my mom, we all remember waking up for school as a child.
Sorry.
Go buy some new equipment.
I got excited. I thought I was getting up for school. Well, I'm fixing to show you guys.
We all remember waking up for school as a child. Perhaps you were up too late doing homework, reading, or more like playing with toys or video games with Uncle Larry.
I was doing all of them.
Every kid recalls the feeling of the discordant morning alarm signaling you to get ready for school. Perhaps it was that obnoxious alarm or your brother yelling, "Get up, we're going to miss the bus and be late for school." But we remember our mom coming to the door with a song, a similar tune with different lyrics I heard her sing to her class when I would visit her at school.
That's how it happened.
Sing the song.
Like the study group. So this is how it went. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Wake up, get out of bed. And then when that didn't work, Big Red came in. And he wasn't too much on the vocal side.
He had the white Hanes on
Yeah.
and the shaving cream right here on his ears.
Hey,
You know things are about to get serious.
right.
And he said, "Boys." That's all he had to say was, "Boys."
Do we got a problem?
So she's saying, wake up, you sleepyheads. Get up, get out, and get out of bed.
Get out of bed.
Her big and authentic smile at my door, even if it changed to a frown when she looked at the condition of my room.
It was more like my room. That's when we shared a room.
That one's got OCD, so I know his room wasn't.
His room was clean.
That melody still plays in our minds in the morning, bringing a smile to my face, internally and externally, when my kids ask, after I sing it to them in the morning, "Who did you get that song from?" And I simply reply, "My mom, the teacher."
And they're like, hey, we don't want to hear Big Red. We don't want to hear Big Red.
I remember when my brothers and I were off for school for vacations, like Christmas or summer, and it was great to have our mom there. Being a teacher, she obviously had a similar schedule to us, and it is a fond memory of mine. Waking up in the morning to see my mom have a plan for what we would do that day. Sure, there were chores to do and errands to run,
There were chores.
but she always had something fun planned for the day. Maybe it was buying a new G.I. Joe soldier or going to McDonald's together.
McDonald's, buy stock, McDonald's, Jack Hoover works for McDonald's.
But she never thought solely about herself, but about us.
All the time.
I think her students would say the same now and years ago, but that's just my mom, the teacher.
My mom, the teacher. When I was a child, in life, we all have a road to travel, a path to pave. We have many people to thank along the way for helping us achieve our dreams. Teachers have been and are on the front lines of battle for yesterday's and today's youth and youths to come.
Yes, in the trenches.
I will switch your mics on. Hey, can you light my cigarette? I see you
Okay.
crying over there, Uncle Louie.
Hey, wait, hey, sing when you turn from my place. Okay.
In life.
No, I've already read that. Sorry, Mom. Teachers have been and are on the front lines of battle for yesterday's, today's youth, and youth to come, and they always will be. Without them, we would be nowhere. Think about that and let it soak in. The people that God has used to make you the person you are today, many of them have been teachers. There are numerous occupations that help people: plumbers, electricians, mechanics, and surgeons. He had to throw surgeons in there. Help people. Electricians help me too. However, they get to see the fruits of their labor immediately. A pipe that doesn't leak, restored power to a house, a car that starts for the first time, and a tumor. He had to throw that in there. He takes the tumor out. That shit on the grass makes me have cotton mouth. Okay. Okay, also, any words in here that are more than 8 syllables, you can just go to Jack Hoover. Resected. We gotta split them up here.
And a tumor that has been resected.
Resected, that means, I think take and get away, get rid of it. Yeah, thanks, Randy. Thanks, buddy. All right.
Somebody resected.
I'm not a teacher, but I would bet that watching a child read for the first time, seeing that light bulb turn on in that little brain is gratifying, and perhaps one of the reasons teachers do what they do. But many of the benefits that a teacher reaps are never seen by that teacher. They are years later, in college, or perhaps something as mundane as the ability to figure out 15% of a $60 restaurant bill. I still can't. What?
Skip the whole sentence.
Where? Okay, I got it. They're years later in the form of an acceptance letter to college. For that student from a family that never had someone go to college. Or perhaps something as mundane as the ability to figure out 15% of a $60 restaurant bill. For me, it is being the man that I am today. And for that, I thank my mom, the teacher. This is the part Jason gave to us. We love you, Mom. You're one of a kind. And congratulations to a storied
seasoned, genuine career as a teacher. I added those in there. Your career as a grandparent is just beginning. Love the boys.